Well, thank you for tuning in today. We're going to do something a little bit different, something that I think is critical to a commercial real estate agent's success. The Commercial Real Estate Influencer Summit is coming up in September 15th, 16th, correct?
Correct.
And, I wanted to come on today and really tell you what I got out of it. And Ken and Linda and Melissa and Casey, they've been putting this thing on now for a couple of years. And I think if you really want to become a top-notch commercial broker or commercial real estate agent, this is something you should consider attending, because not just the connections the people you're going to meet, but what you're going to learn there about how to market your business. So I want you to really pay attention to this today. Take down notes. I'm going to if you go on to my website, joekillinger.co, on the front page, CREi Summit, you can go on and find ticket pricing, more about what we're doing. But make sure you pay attention today and really, really pick up on, because it's really something critical that I think can help your career. Ken, why don't you start off and kind of give us a background
Sure.
of how this got off the ground and got started?
Well, Joe, first of all, thank you for having us on, and I look forward to meeting the people in your network and in your tribe as well. This was an outgrowth of a list that we started publishing of people who are influential in commercial real estate. They're typically brokers, landlord and tenant side, and they are using all kinds of social media. The three we have focused on are Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And when the lists were published initially early in COVID, we can all remember what a crazy, weird time that was. And people started saying, we ought to get together. And that was certainly a theme of 2020. So we undertook to do that and put together an independent meeting. This is not sponsored by any brokerage. It's not part of any particular designation. It's a group of people who all care about the social media space. Many of us are friends, but the most amazing thing happened when we got together. The first location was in Lake Tahoe last year. Many of us had been talking online for years, but never met IRL in real life.
Yeah.
And so it was almost a joyous celebration to get together. And the other thing we learned, Joe, is that iron sharpens iron. This is a fast evolving space. There's no college course. There's no real area to go to learn how to be like you, to be influential online, unless you meet other people. And there are lots of different ways to do it. And that's what we saw, was just a cornucopia of people who are great people with great ideas.
And willing to share those ideas is what I was surprised at. I always was, try it, fail at it. Okay, that didn't work great. But if you sit down with a group like this and they were so willing to give, hey, this worked great for me, this is something you ought to try it.
That's right. Good ideas don't stop at the doors of our shops. There are lots of competitive shops that have great ideas, but I firmly believe the competitive issue is not the idea. So if Linda, Melissa, or Casey have a new way to deliver information, that's terrific. The competitive issue is the execution of the idea. So the idea that I would sit down and talk with someone who is at another shop about how they conduct their business, nothing wrong with that at all. That's mom and apple pie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this industry is evolving pretty quickly, right? And the people that are attending this are the ones that are really pushing that. And that's thanks to you guys. You guys are putting this on every year. You're putting a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. I think it's something absolutely amazing that every commercial real estate should be attending. But Linda, this is the quietest I've ever heard you. What's going on?
I'm just enjoying being with everyone and helping to promote the CREi Summit. I'm all for it.
Yeah. Now let's talk about tickets. How do we get tickets? You've got, I guess behind Casey, you've got the logo. I will put down below a link to the website as well, so you can buy tickets. Right. Can we talk pricing? Is that what we should do?
Well, the website is CREisummit.com.
Okay.
It's super simple. You can register. It has all the information on it about booking your hotel room. Ken has made an incredible deal with the JW Marriott to get super great pricing on hotel rooms.
Okay.
What is it, like $200 and some dollars, Ken? It's crazy.
That's right, Linda. It's $209 a night. And because we have wonderful sponsors, you're only paying less than 50% of what it actually costs for you to attend.
Yeah. And this is in New Orleans. So
Yes.
if you've not been or you need to get back, this is a great opportunity.
Yeah, it's a great city. It's going to be great people. It's going to be similar to the Lake Tahoe experience, which is just an incredible opportunity to meet so many people that you've known for years on social media and have known virtually, that you can, as Ken said earlier, meet in real life. That experience in itself is tremendous, coupled with just, picking up all kinds of things from people and forming bonds. Our industry is about relationships. Number one, relationships are how we grow in our careers. Who you know, who other people know. And I think that this conference, which is a lot different than most conferences, because most conferences are focused on what I would call, walking around, going to booths, or as in the case of ICS, setting meetings and just focusing on pushing out deals and talking to people about deals. This is about you building your own bank in your mind of knowledge on digital marketing and creating a digital presence, which in my opinion is no longer optional. If you're in business, you can't hide from it anymore. I know a lot of people that are older have just said, forget it, I don't want any part of it. But today you have to have a digital presence. And I think that it's so paramount that going to a conference like this will change your mind and your attitude about doing that.
Oh, I agree.
Hey, Joe.
I think for the younger generation that know how to do this stuff, the LinkedIn, Instagram, all this social, you can go in and take over a market. If you've got somebody that's been in the business for 5, 6, 7 years, you know how to, and they're not utilizing these tools, and you can take over the market. So I think it's just, and this can really shorten the time frame because people are going to tell you what's working. It's going to make it go a lot faster for you. Casey, do you have something to say?
I was going to say something that Melissa's been saying for years was, if you're not on social, you're not popping up on social, it's like you don't even exist. People that we talk to, it's so easy to listen to them, but you also want a little bit of background. You want to know also who they're doing business with, what they're involved in. And so, I'm sure everybody does a quick Google search, do you pop up? Do you not pop up? That's really a big thing that Melissa's always said. If you're not on social, do you even exist?
Yeah, that's true. Melissa, you want to expand on that? I got a feeling you
Yeah.
have something to say about that.
I do. I'll combine what both Linda and Casey said. It's really not just who you know, it's who knows you, right? And so
Right.
I can attest to that, moving into a new market, or basically back to my hometown from another market and starting my business over. What helped kind of make me so successful was having that online presence. I 100% attribute a lot of my success to that. And so now I'm a top producer, and a lot of that is because, like Casey said, when I cold call on people, what's the first thing they do? They Google me. Where do they find me? They find me on Twitter. They find me on LinkedIn. They find other thought leaders posting my articles. They find me in PR, in articles. And so again, why is social so important? Because you pop up online. It's the new calling card.
Yeah, I agree. Our company, Commercial Brokers International, has always done a lot of market. About 17 years we've been working on our SEO, and we get leads every week. And it's just, and they're coming to us. We're doing our outbound, but those are people that are coming to us. So, and a lot of it we really tweaked after last year's summit. So I think it's very powerful. I think it's a very powerful thing. I think it's critical for anybody who wants to continue in this industry, to really continue to grow their business in this industry. But I also think as the economy is changing, you're going to want to expand. Like we're doubling down on our marketing, where a lot of companies are cutting back. We're doubling down. So this is the time for people to get involved with something like this and show up and listen and learn. And Lord knows I did. And I feel like I've got a long way to go. So, all right. Do you guys have any closing statements?
Yeah, I was going to say the good thing about the summit is that it's really hands-on. It's not going to a conference that has, one LinkedIn person that says, this is how you can best utilize LinkedIn. This year, it's going to be really hands-on. We're going to have a number of breakout sessions for different platforms, whether you're a beginner whether you've been doing this for 10 years, I mean, this is really the conference for you to come and practice and use those skills and take those skills home with you.
Agree.
building
You know,
on what
one
you're
last
saying.
thing is that, you know, I was a little intimidated. Oh man, commercial real estate influencer summit. This is going to be intimidating being around all these people. And it wasn't that at all. Everybody was come up and introduce. Obviously you'd seen them on social anyway, but you now you can put the name on the face and have a conversation. And it was just, everybody was so open to having a conversation. So, you know, it's very powerful. Ken, did you have anything to close with?
Yeah, just to finish, I so enjoyed getting to know you last year, and it's been fun now seeing you online because I know you as an individual. But I wanted to make two final points. Number one, you don't have to be on a list to attend. This is open to anyone who is in production. If you have a question about it, drop one of us a note. And number two, all of us are volunteers. We're doing this because we're passionate about it, because we care about this community. Nobody's selling a course. Nobody's trying to make money here. There's no gotcha. It's just a bunch of good people getting together. So we hope you'll join us.
Yeah. Yeah. If you get good people into our industry, get the younger generation in, you know, top-notch people, then all boats rise, right? It just gets better and better and better. And we service our industry that much better. So, all right, Linda, do you have anything to say in closing?
I just hope as many of you that are watching this video, check it out. Go to the CREiSummit.com website, read about the program. I think the program is so impressive. It's going to be entertaining as well as educational and just an absolute blast. I think you would, as Joe said, this is the year. Go to the summit, meet everybody, pick up some great points. I can guarantee you're going to come home with many takeaways, not just one. I think that you need to expand your horizons. And I think we've all been cooped up for so long that it's time to break out of our shells and get back to business and, you know, meet people and expand your horizons on a national basis in a fabulous city with incredible food and music.
Yeah, I hope the hotel has a gym because I got a feeling I'm going to need it. All right. Well, guys, thank you for coming on today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You bet. For those of you watching, make sure you check out the video. DM if you have any questions. The summit link is going to be down below. Buy some tickets. We hope to see you there. And if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel too, please.